a year. Can you explain wick fills and the conditions surrounding it? So wick fill, here we go. Since we're not doing anything for our next 4 minutes here. So the first thing I want to ask yourself is, what is a wick fill? Right? So this is a wick fill. All right, we can all agree that's what a wick fill is. So all you really gotta do is like reverse engineer your candle. So for instance, like if this is let's say this is a 4-hour time frame, right? Let's say this is a 4-hour time frame. These candles are being printed on the 4-hour time frame. If you were to just reverse engineer this candle, right, and break it down on the smaller time frame, like the 1 hour or the 30-minute time frame, what's being printed? All right, so just draw the candles. So let's do it on the 1 hour time frame, so it's easier. If you were to reverse engineer this candle, so you don't gotta worry about the wick fill count just yet, just worry about this candle. What is being printed and what is happening, right? So where are you opening up? Down here, right? If this is where you open up, this is where you make a low at, right? This is where you opened up, this is where you make a low at, so that's your low, this is your high. So price must at some point come up towards these highs. So therefore, the image that you're printing off of the small time frame is looking somewhat like this, right? But then what's also key is you have a wick. And I wouldn't say 100% of the time, but 80% of the time, 70% of the time, you're gonna have to pull back to create that wick. And it's usually at the end of the candle closure to lead into the close, because this is where you close at, right? So if you know this is where you opened up, let's go ahead and put this as like open up, right? This is where you opened up. That's where you opened up. This is where you close at. So that's where you close at, which is right here. And then this is the high that you have, right? This is the high that you have, and then this is the low that you have. Then you know for a fact that when you close, you're gonna have to pull back. So therefore, this is like the last candle that prints on the smaller time frame. So if this is a 4-hour time frame, right, and then this is a 1 hour time frame, same low, same low, same high, same high, same close. This is where you close. So therefore, what's being printed on a smaller time frame? You have a range formed from here to here. This is the range that you're in, right? So if this is the range that you're in, and you have a wick fill that's happening next off of the 4-hour time frame, so this happens next, and you fill the wick, right? You see how you come out to fill this wick. What's happening on a smaller time frame when this is occurring, right? So what happened here? Came down for a bottom wick. Any given point, it's gonna flip bullish on a smaller time frame. So like, look, there's a support being printed here. There's a resistance being printed here. This is the range you're in. But as you come down for a bottom wick, what's likely happening? Remember how yesterday, chat, we spoke about how the 4-hour candle must, or at some point, is likely to flip bullish at 9 a.m. because you came down for a bottom wick, you have a wick to fill. But after the wick to fill down, since you're still respecting that level, you can still continue to push up. Similar to this structure right here in the off of this 1 hour time frame, you're closing respecting this range here. You could drive down to fill the wick, right? In this case, the wick isn't too far off, but let's say you come down to fill the wick, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, there's a high chance you are to flip bullish. Why? Because these candles are still closing respecting, right? So as you get that being printed now, what do you have now? Same low, same low. So when you fill the wick, what are you doing here? You're just retesting the lows to continue to drive up to retest the highs, right? This is just a higher low being printed, basically. So when you fill the wick, what are you doing? You're filling the range, right? So that's what a wick fill is. That's simply what it is. So like on a smaller time frame, if this weren't to be here and you were to just see this, you're now able to see that it's a wick fill on a higher time frame, right? In a different formation. All that really is, to keep things short, is this. It's just higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. That's it.